This is a little bit of a continuation on my previous video about pride and Job and how, you know, wicked he was. Yet righteous. Make sure I add that. In his moment of weakness, he was wicked. you know, I was talking about how in my last video, pride, how Job was basically saying the Most High was wrong. This is Job 32:1. It says, "So these three men ceased to answer Job because he was righteous in his own eyes." You see somebody that's righteous in their own eyes, you ain't trying to reason with them back and forth. Yeah, those men was wicked as well. That's why Job had to. They was sincere, but they was still being wicked. That's why Job had to offer up uh, sacrifices and offerings for those men at the end of the chapter, because the Most High Spirit was kindled against those men because he said stuff that was not right to Job. Okay, reading on, it says, "Then was kindled the wrath of Elihu, the son of Barak, Barashel, the Buzite of the kindred of Ram, against Job was his wrath kindled, because he justified himself rather than God." Job, sometimes you get in the spirit of, "Hey brother, if I'm going off, let me know, bro. Hey brother, if I'm going off, tell me." And if nobody can articulate it to you, or if the people that's trying to articulate to you are going off as well, you get this sense of false pride. Well, hey, I'm righteous. Can't nobody tell me I'm wrong. I done gave brothers the Florida. Hey, tell me I'm wrong. You still can be wrong. Sometimes you could be amongst people that don't know how to articulate it, whose perception is not that good. But Elihu was one of the ones who could. Then was kindled the wrath of Elihu, the son of Barashel the Buzite of the children of Ram, against Job was his wrath kindled, because he justified himself rather than God. Also against his three friends was his wrath kindled, because they had found no answer, and yet had condemned Job. So they don't know why it's happening to him, but yet they're condemning him. And you have stuff like that. Brothers who going through hell, and another brother speculating, "Oh well, you must have did this." Well, they don't tell him what you must have did. You must have sinned. All this evil speculating in words without knowledge. It reminds you of the Tower of Siloam in Luke the 13th chapter, verses like 1 through like 6, which I'm not about to get. But the tower fell on those men, and and Yahweh Shai says, "Suppose within yourself that you think these men were sinners because this happened to them." He said, "No, you worry about your own sins." Other words, shit happens. Over here in Job, this is not, this test ain't necessarily for them. They really they have no business in this situation. You know. Reading on. I'm gonna skip around also, but I'm start with verse 4. It says, "Now Elihu, Elihu had waited till Job had spoken because they were elders. They were elder than he, and that was respectful." It says, when Elihu saw that there was no answer in the mouth of these three men, then his wrath was kindled. I'm gonna skip down. It says, Job 32 and 9 says, "Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment." So sometimes you can be old, elder, and you can be off. They were older. They were older than him, but he sat back and chilled. Now I'm gonna jump down to Job 34, one of Job's great offenses. Job 34 and verse uh, 34 verses 7 through 9. Point is in 9. This is Elihu still speaking to Job. "What man is like Job, who drinketh up scorning like water?" So who's this dude that's always in hell? Like you, which goeth in company with the workers of iniquity and walketh with wicked men, the men that was around him. "For he have said, it profiteth a man nothing that he should delight himself with God." Boy, boy, oh boy, Job, you in trouble with that. But now remember, when everything's good, he wasn't saying stuff like this. Elihu is repeating what Job had said. He has said, for he said, read it again, it says, "For he have said, it profiteth a man nothing that he should delight himself with God." Look, I delighted in God, and look what this got me. It got me boils, got everything taken away from me. Well, what's the point of even worshiping God? "Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding. Far be it from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity." So he had to tell these men, the Most High is not wicked, and he will not do iniquity. One sec. It says, okay, Salaki. Verse 10 again. "Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding. Far be it from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity. For the work of a man shall be rendered unto him, and the cause every man to find according to his ways. Yea, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who hath given him a charge over the earth? Or who hath disposed the whole world? If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust. If now thou hast understanding, hear this. Hearken to the voice of my words." So if you're wise as you say you claiming to be, listen to this, Joe. This is how, he's basically telling how powerful he is. Verse 17. "Shall even he that hateth right govern? And wilt thou condemn him that is most just? That's the same thing that the Heavenly Father said. You're gonna, cause he could basically let let he that reprove God, let him speak. He said the same thing. He said, "Shall even he that hateth right govern?" And that's Job. He's hating what is right. And wilt thou condemn him that is most just, which is the Most High? Is it fit to say to a king, Thou art wicked, and to princes, Ye are ungodly? How much less to him that accepteth not the persons of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands. So Job had a lot of things that was going on. I'm gonna skip. Okay, drop down. This is because he's quoting another other stuff that he said too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop 34 and 35. It says, Job have spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom. Sometimes you need to just shut up. You're going through hell. You know, you want first thing you want to speculate is about why is it happening to you. Whether you say it out loud or you thinking it, it's still foolishness. Remember, Job said, I know no thought is withholding from thee. So it don't matter if you say it. Sarah didn't even laugh out loud. She laughed within herself. And the angel rebuked her for laughing within herself. Elihu spake moreover. Slacky, this is Job 35 and verse 2. 30, Job 35 and verse 1. This is again Elihu repeating what Job has said. Elihu spake moreover and said, Thinkest thou this to be right, that thou saidest, My righteousness is more than God's? So he said, didn't you say that earlier when y'all was talking back and forth? My righteousness is more than God's. That's some very, very, he's quoting him now. Things that he said. Remember you said this? My righteousness is more than God. So he quoting him. And also going back, remember he had quoted him again. He had said in Job 34 and verse 9. It says, For he hath said, It profiteth a man nothing that he should delight himself with God. So Job has said both of those things. And the Christian church has it, Job just kept the faith. He kept pushing. Job had a lot of work to be done. Reading on, it says, 35, I'm going to read 2 again. Thinkest thou this to be right, that thou saidest, My righteousness is more than God's? For thou saidest, What advantage will it be unto thee? And what profit shall it have? And what profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin? Again, he's repeating him again. He's quoting him again. For thou saidest, What advantage will it be unto thee? And what profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin? I will answer thee, and my companions with thee. Look unto heavens and see, and behold the clouds which are higher than thou. If thou sinnest, what dost thou against him? Or if thy transgressions be multiplied, what dost thou unto him? If thou be righteous, what givest thou him? Or what receiveth he of thine hand? Thy wickedness may hurt a man as thou art, and thy righteousness may profit the Son of Man. By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry. They cry out by reason of the arm of the mighty. But none saith, Where is God my Maker, who giveth songs in the night? who teaches us more than beasts of the earth, and maketh us the wiser than the fowls of heaven. So basically, he's saying you can be righteous or wickedness. I mean, it don't hurt God. You're a prophet, the son of man. Because Job has said, going back, he said, "What profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin?" So what's the whole point of this? What if Job is saying this thing like, what am I doing? Matter of fact, I might as well sin. Shit. If this is gonna happen to somebody that's righteous, I might as well just go about and sin. And that's the what Elihu's trying to reason with him. He says this ain't about a prophet of giving or take. Okay, reading on it says, uh, this is. Well, I'm reverting it again. But none said, "Where is God, my Maker, who giveth songs in the night, who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and maketh us wiser than the fowls of heaven?" There they cry, but none giveth answer, because of the pride of evil men. Surely God will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it. Although thou sayest thou shalt not see him, yet judgment is before him. Therefore trust thou in him. That's another thing Job said. He said, you not gonna he said, I'm not gonna see him. Verse 15, but now because it is not so, he hath visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great extremity. Therefore doth Job open his mouth in vain. He multiplieth words without knowledge. And that was one of Job's offenses. And I hope you brothers can receive this. And on that note, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Kodash. Babylon said others deem as you well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.